Out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down. They gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And now running right through it. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They go play action here on first down. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He's going to go for a big, and that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. In for the score. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last two games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Third and long, it's Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And just shutting him off there. And he takes this one back into the end. Just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. Escapes it, and he takes this one back into
a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Coming off the pick 6, it's Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
In the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And a cut to, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. He's to the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Let's go.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Eric Saubert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that looked like they had a victory, all of a sudden were going home with a loss.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up. From the gun, here's Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now he spins free. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Now, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Falcons.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now here's Bryant to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. McCaffrey on the counter, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. This is taken at about the 14. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, gun. 6.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's letting this. He's got a man. Complete. 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he's got room. Through an opening, and there he goes.
All right, let's get who has to be upset. The guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward.
Gano the extra point, and they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Right ass. What we got? Gun. 20.
Now Ryan on 1st down. He's going to look deep for Perriman. So they took a shot on 1st down, but
They had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now just...
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Dontari Poe breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, it's Ryan. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They go play action now. Ryan, flush to his right. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. This one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Now it's Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career.
And he's wrapped up. There to sack him for a loss of 6.
Come on now.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Pitching it out to McCaffrey. Open space inside the 10. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And Newton's going to keep it. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton taking it in. And it's for pride now, but the Panthers do get a bit closer. Extra point try good by Gano. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. Hard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, Tuesday.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Get up! Gun! Let's go!
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Mario Addison. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Hey. We got 3. We got 3%. 180.
On 1st down, Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 27. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into it.
To throw is Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. And that's the connection, Ryan, to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
And Jones has it over the middle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Get up!
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And there he goes again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Bryant now, after hitting the field goal, gets set to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is taken at the 3.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
4 down. Alert.
3rd quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. There he goes inside the 30. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a on. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Double tight, guys, double tight. We got 4. We got set. 180. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
Off play action. Newton under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Deion Jones coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And it's fielded at the 34. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to... They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Long, nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Here we go, fellas.
They fake the give. Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Set. 180.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Coming.
To throw again. Newton. And Olsen over the middle. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Newton on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
No doubt that's a very take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
3%. 180. Mike 27. Mike 27. Mike 27.
Out of the gun, Newton. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Check 88.
To throw on 3rd down, Newton. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Space, space. 4 down. Ready.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Gun, gun, gun. Ready, set. Back 25.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. And on that last play there,
Means
success.
that, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
21. Hey, express, express. Ready, go.
Throwing again. Ryan. Steps away to his left. And this one is incomplete. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
No, I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
20. 21. Go.
Throwing again. Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the 1st down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
They'll give it to him up the middle. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
I know you felt that one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
21.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but trust his guys to do the right thing. And as a player, that means an awful lot.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. It's Coleman here. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons add on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much decided.
Call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Newton. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles Tapper in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
3 down. Percent. 180. Let's go.
Third and long, it's Newton. He's going to look deep down the field and almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their 2nd meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their 1st one and blew out the Seahawks.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
12. Gun.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That his 1st catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it right then. Get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon. Pour it on.